Well, we're pleased to be joined here by Rachel Wagner from rachelsreviews.net, a fellow member of the Utah Film Critics Association and the Hallmarkies podcast. Is your voice worn out yet, Rachel? Because we're only 5 days away from Christmas, and you've had to talk about a lot of movies.
Yeah, it's getting there, but I've made it through. I'm almost done.
Okay. How many more do you still have to watch between now and Christmas Day?
So there's a couple for the Hallmark Plus that I still need to watch, and then there's 2 on the Hallmark channels that I still need to watch. So
okay.
Down to the wire.
Yeah,
huh?
we're getting there.
Now, my friend who watches every new Christmas movie, he doesn't usually finish till May, but you don't have that kind of flexibility because, it's Christmas and you got to let people know about it while they can still watch it for Christmas. So what have you brought for us today? What are your picks for this week?
So for this last weekend, an unconventional pick, but that I really actually loved was the Simpsons Christmas special.
Okay.
Oh, come on, all ye faithful. It's
All
on
right.
Disney Plus. It was actually really lovely. I love the Simpsons, but it was really good. It's basically centers around Ned Flanders having a faith crisis, and the whole town of Springfield kind of rallies around to help him with this, and it was very endearing and very well done. Yeah.
They seem to do a faith crisis on The Simpsons once every couple of years.
Yeah.
Okay, so come on, all you faithful on Disney Plus,
Disney
The Simpsons
Plus.
Christmas. Okay.
Yeah.
I know my brother already agrees with you.
Okay, good. Yeah. And then the other one that I really did love was on Hallmark Channel. It was one of their Dayspring movies, which is their faith-based brand.
Okay, so this isn't going to be Santa Claus. This is going to be about like actual Christmas.
Right. Yeah, and it's called Following Yonder Star. And this was just a very sweet, tender little romance about this, basically a Hallmark star who has a scandal. So she goes to Vermont and she meets the hot B&B owner, who's, of course, the hot widower, and is very endearing. And she basically finds a new reason to be happy, and with
So there's a meta Hallmark movie on the Hallmark Channel about a Hallmark star.
Yeah,
we finally arrived.
So she finds a new energy for life doing this Christmas pageant there in the small town, and it just had all of those beats that you want in this kind of story. And I thought it actually portrayed her faith struggles and that whole dynamic very well, and it was quite well done. And the 2 great stars, Brooke Giursay and John Brotherton, wonderful chemistry. It had some painful near kisses that I was like, what? but other than that, but I really enjoyed it. It's one of my favorites of the.
So what was that one called again?
Following Yonder Star.
And it is on.
It's on Hallmark Channel.
Hallmark Channel. Okay.
Yeah.
And on demand on Hallmark Channel. Because, I have Fubo, and so I got a whole bunch of Hallmark movies that I can pull up on demand if I want, but I can't log into the Hallmark Plus app, I don't think, and stream it. It's kind of a weird dichotomy.
More money.
It'll be on Peacock, I think, for a little bit longer. But
okay.
So
that's right. They have the Hallmark little landing spot on Peacock.
But it'll probably air a couple more times, so just keep an eye out for it.
Okay. We also got some feedback on Sugar Plumbed. There were some that did not enjoy it.
Oh, you didn't like it?
They loved all your other picks, but apparently that one just
Who didn't like it?
Nobody we know.
Oh.
Nobody that used to host this show and his wife.
Oh, he didn't like it, huh?
Well,
Fair
you
enough.
ratted him out.
I really.
Well, no, but I was
enjoyed
surprised because but they said they agreed with you on everything else. That was one that they did.
They just turned it off halfway through.
Well,
Apparently they missed the arc of the movie.
Well, with comedy, it's always a
subjective.
crapshoot.
That's a very good point.
So.
Okay. Anything else?
That's for this last weekend. Those were the 2 standouts.
Okay. Now, because we're not going to be able to talk to you again before Christmas, we need to know, of all the stuff you've watched, give us your top 3.
Oh, top 3?
Yeah. So maybe people have missed some of your appearances on the earlier shows. Give me your top, just because we're running out of time, give me your top 3 so that people can be like, okay, look, Rachel, the expert, says these 3.
Well, my number 3 is Sugar Plum, so fair enough.
Okay,
well, we're writing you off.
I thought it was really funny and charming and a nice family story. Then my number 2 is An Almost Christmas Story, which was the animated short on Disney Plus about the little owl.
Oh, yeah.
In Rockefeller Tree. That was great. And then my number 1 is The Best Christmas Pageant Ever.
Yay! Because we agree with you on that 100%.
That is such a great
It
movie.
was so good.
And it has still hung out in the top 10 for the box office, which makes me happy, although
Yeah, it's
it's
made
not a
30
big
million.
number, but it's managed to be the 10th best.
38 million.
38 million.
Then my honorable mention I give to Hot Frosty because it was just
There
so
you
So that was
go.
your personal favorite that you
It
couldn't
was
say is
really
great, but
fun.
you just loved it.
Yeah.
The one where it's with, let's call that the There's No Accounting for Taste award. No, because everybody
It was a
has
good
one.
time,
I
yeah.
can't believe that.
They
I
were
like-
having fun, and it was charming.
I can't believe how much I like the movie Saving Silverman with Neil Diamond and
Oh,
from,
that-
like, terrible, stupid movie that I just freaking like for some reason. So, all right, Rachel. Before we let you go, though, we need you to tell us why you didn't like Mufasa.
Well, I thought that it was boring and lifeless, and I didn't like all the remember berries to the original film. Like, do we really need to see the formation of Pride Rock? Like,
Yes,
I mean,
we
just some of the
do. Well,
stuff
maybe we
was
didn't
just-
need to, but it was nice.
I don't know. I just thought it was groan worthy, and I don't know. I just thought it was boring.
Wow, and that is a sin in a movie. If it bores you, that's
Yeah.
or the viewer, like that can be worse than a comedy that's not funny is worse than a comedy that's funny
Yeah.
and just it's not your style of comedy.
It'll be
But,
interesting to see how it does. I'll be very curious.
well, Sonic's already doubling it, at least in previews. So I was just curious because I really did enjoy it. I love the fact that it's not burdened by having to be the movie that was before, and so they could kind of do what they wanted. They could throw in Easter eggs, but they weren't crucial to the plot. They were just sort of like, hey, that's cool.
I can see that.
But and having it be a sequel and a prequel at the same time kind of, I don't know, it kind of lets you butter both sides of the roll. I just made that up. I don't know if that's a thing.
Probably shouldn't do that.
All right. Well, Rachel, thank you for joining us. Next week we'll have you back so that you can give us, because you're also a member of the Utah Film Critics Association, we want you to share with us your favorite movies of the year.
All right,
Except for
that'll be
hundreds
awesome.
of beavers.
Yes, hundreds of beavers.
Ah.